Hey YouTube! So it's Tele Tuesday. It could have been Washburn Wednesday, but I went for Tele Tuesday. Yeah, so someone was complaining, Mr. Katz, about just not enough Telecasters. So this, so you can't even see it because it's so black. This is a 1984, is it? The serial numbers in these starts. This is just starts 84. So it's an 84 cushion built Washburn Tour 24. Why it's called the Tour 24? It's because it's got 24 frets. Oh, it doesn't. Don't know why it's called the Tour 24, but it was. It's got the same logo as the Force Base. What did I say there? Oh, Chicago series. I think that's one of those ones where they put Chicago on it so that it's like, oh yeah, it's American guitar. Oh no, we didn't say it was an American guitar. One of those things. So these kicked about. They're not common. They're not. I was going to say the common version, but they're not common. But the Washburn did a line called BBR, which were started in 84, 85, was when they made them, and they are basically this guitar. Apart from see the white binding, it's red. So that's what the black, red. So they've got like red writing on the pickups, red numbers on the knobs. I don't think they've got a red logo actually, but they've got red binding on the neck and red binding around the body. So it's like, yeah, they kind of, when you actually see them in person, my pal James has a Force 8 bass, I think. Is it a Force 4 bass? Force 8 bass because it's got binding. And in person they look amazing. They don't look as good in a photo though. So basically, that if you see any of these, I've never seen another one. This is a Washburn did a lot of things. These were not made in huge runs, so. And they were kind of still handmade back in those days. So you're basically, I think that's partly the reason why I'm going to have to blow my nose. I think that's partly why I like the old Japanese guitars are just much better than modern ones because they're practically handmade. Yes. So sorry, my nose was just about to drip. I had to do that there. So this has two humbuckers. This one I had, and someone had dropped the front of it, so it was smashed. So I put a Telecaster plate on it. You can see there a black one. Everyone else is everyone else isn't original, but you know. So this should be more like a PT. It's just like I think the knobs were pretty much in the same place, but like a Les Paul type toggle switch, you know, a no metal plate. But it had been dropped and smashed in, and someone had tried to do it. So I just basically that just hid all damage. So it's not super accurate. Also, the bridges that came on these guitars were terrible. This one already had this bridge fitted when I got it, but I did have a Black Hawk, which I sold the same as this. I should have kept the two of them, pure collector things, but it had the original bridge. But when you actually looked at the block on the bottom, it had a lot of hollow bits in it, just to do with the shape of the bridge, and it's basically it just crumbled. So it's very rarely you ever see one that's actually got the original bridge. It would have had some sort of locking mechanism, but not this one because this has got the Floyd Rose thing on it. So someone's fitted this at a later date. You know, it should have had a nut and then something behind it. Although I don't see any screw holes, implying there was. But anyway, yes. So this has got the joys of the internet. When as soon as I got this, I was up here. I don't know what kind of bridge this is. Just on one of the random guitar groups, and about 10 minutes later, someone's like, up here. Yes, I've got that bridge in my Yamaha SG 1500. So that's what this is, a Yamaha bridge. I kind of liked it because it's very. It's got a sort of slightly rust. I was going to say rustic, but rusty is probably a bit more like it. But it's totally solid. It's got like brass bits on it, so it's a slightly different type of Floyd Rose. We've got I think it's an ebonized neck, which means dark stained rosewood. It does actually have black binding on it, which is one of those things that, you know, as I said there, when they're hand making guitars, it's not that difficult to make a batch of 20 of them or something, and instead of putting red stuff on it, you put white stuff on it because it's not done in a big factory. You know, to try and do something like that in a modern guitar run, you know, they're just churning them out. This, you know, big machines churning them out, so you'd have to reprogram stuff and production line change, whereas actually this is just like, I was going to say, "Hoi Jim." It's unlikely a Japanese guy's going to be called Jim, so I can't think of a Japanese name off the top of my head. Ba, he's a bass player in Baby Metal. Ba, Stick red binding, white binding on this run. Give that a go. See if anyone likes it. Yeah, so no coil splits. Annoyingly, the Hawk I had did have coil splittable pickups, but these are sealed units. They're called washburn eliminators. So this has only got humbuckers in it, which I think has kind of put me a little bit into kind of looking down my nose a wee bit at this guitar because it's not a tele. Well, the headstock's almost tele-ish. It's a tele body. It's got a contour there. Binding on the top. But just having humbuckers. But these things this guitar's not just been chucked. Someone's designed this, so I'm assuming that it actually works really well with just humbuckers, and you're not going to go, oh, if only it had a single coil. So I suppose the big test is playing clean. I'm going to turn that down a little touch. Which one is it? The blue one. I just feel a little bit too much. Both pickups neck. Bridge. Just playing through the orange TH30. There's a reverb pedal on, nothing else. Also, this had never been set up. This is one of the few. I'd always say that it's like on a Strat. If you have the bridge sitting flat on the body, then take the tremolo arm out because they do not return to pitch unless it's floating. So basically, if you're going to hardtail it, just tighten up the springs in the back, take the arm out. I used to think that the way to do it, because it worked on this guitar, was you have it hard to the body, really stiff, so it's totally solid, and then if you really want to, you can, but the problem with that is it doesn't return to pitch. Whereas this guitar did. I did remember doing a video of me just literally trying to put this out of tune, and it wouldn't. It's going to go out of tune now because the strings on it are fucking 3 years old, but yeah. It's also nice having a wee bit up bend so that you're. Remember Brian May talking about this? That's why he used the tremolo instead of, hand vibrato, because that it's only so your reference note, being a D in this case, and all the vibrato is up the way. So if you're, it's D is the lowest note that hits, whereas if you hit D there, it goes up and down from D, so D can be the average note. But Brian May does that because of the doing all the mad layering stuff and all that, because if you do that, it's all suddenly out of tune. El Cambo. How do I do these? How do I do a video that's only 10 minutes long? That's me 9 minutes in. I've not even started playing the guitar yet. Not Washburn branded tuners. They'll just be Goto as well normally. Both. pedal. Funny how it came to life with the rat pedal there. I can do that stupid thing that I can't stop playing, that I need to learn some more cheesy tricks to do, because I've never played it in this guitar part. I'm actually struggling a little bit. Just been a while since I played it. The actual concept of having a tremolo on a tele is like a weird one, so I've got to remember to play it. With the immense amount of weight in this guitar as well, to be honest, but in this bridge, it doesn't feel like a tremolo guitar when you play it. A wee bit. Yeah, I'm just thinking when you hit a note and bend another string. Just. This is somebody commented. If whoever it was that commented on one of the videos years ago, that tried to buy it off me because it was in their favourite band's video, and I can't remember what the band's name was. They were playing on a beach resort in the sun, and kind of looked a wee bit fashionably, like a bit like Duran Duran Rio type thing. But the guy was playing one of these. With the red on it, because the white one's pure rare. Well, the red one's rare as well. They're all rare. Can kind of feel it coming back to life a little bit, because it's not been played for ages. Quite heavy metal, these eliminator pickups, or this guitar in itself, but you're looking at 1984. I do remember seeing an advert, I think it was for the BBR series anyway, saying that it had a new neck that was suitable for today's double hand playing techniques or whatever, basically shredding and being fancy. To be honest, it feels just a bit like a Telecaster neck. It's got quite a bit of Les Paul to it. I think it's just because of the weight. I mean, it hangs on the strap well. I'm going to do the test, make sure that how well the guitar balances test. But but it's heavy. I'm going to weigh it. I don't think I've weighed it since I got scales. But it's a chunk. That's why it's got this massive strap on it. And saying that, the strap's probably really heavy. I took this over to Jen's a couple of weeks ago. She was like, "Oh, have you got a black Telecaster that I can show off her scratch plates on?" So I took this over, and she was like, "Yeah." But tell me, I went back, and I was like, so I kind of gave her I didn't want her to buy it because she didn't really want it. And it's just that you can see that reaction of just going, "Oh, isn't it beautiful?" Because look at it's got the dents in it and stuff. So I didn't really. I decided not to put it up for sale. Well, coming in at 4.695. So it's like that's a lot. I put it in pounds for you, for the Americans. If I just hit a unit, £10. There you go, £10.3. Oh, I didn't realise I could actually do it after I've. Alright, I thought I had to wait again. I don't. I can just hit the button. That's quite clever. Good. Yeah. So Les Paulocaster. I suppose. Or is it a super telly? You don't think anything of it being a super strat. Oh, it's got a Floyd Rose and a humbucker in it. Oh, my strat's got a Floyd Rose and a humbucker. Oh, it's a super strat then. Got humbuckers and a Floyd Rose in it. It's a super telly. I'm actually really liking these pickups. I wasn't super impressed with it on the clean. Also, that's a squeaky strap, but they're really compressed and controlled. Like we're talking about pickups before, and I was saying like it's not in here just now, the DiMarzio Evo Steve Vai set, and what's in, Jesus, it's difficult to point at something behind you, the Washburn Falcon. It's got those pickups that are dead clear and show up tons of mistakes. This is the opposite. These are the ones that are dead easy to play, like what's in my Arbiter or Flying V, where you can kind of mess about a little bit more and it sounds alright. They're dead even levelled, where you hit it hard or hit it soft. It's also, I'm totally sure it's solid wood. I don't see any. Where's the big dent? There, it's ash. Because you can actually see there's a big chip out there. You can actually see the ash grain in it. And that's like I'm saying. It's like it's got binding. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, at least 8 ply binding, as in black and white stripes. Not sure that tone control's actually even doing anything, is it? Yes, it is, but I like that rap pedal. So, I mean, wonderful guitar. Another one of those ones where it's like, I should really probably just give it. It's awful good. I don't want anyone else to have it. Again, would I gig this? Damn right I would. I'm trying to think, did I have it in? Maybe did I have it in the studio with Cranking House? I can't remember. Because it wasn't as dirty as I thought it was going to be. It was kind of a bit clean. Maybe it's because it was kept in a case. But I've never bought any of the Washburn BBR series for the reason of I've seen an awful lot of people get carried away with them. And it's like, oh, I've got the BBR 224. I better go, oh, look, there's a bass. I better buy the bass and I better buy the Hawk. And I can't remember what other types there were. There was 3 or 4 main models. The one you see most often are the Force 8 bass, the Tour 24 Telecaster. But there's like a Flying V, and there's the Randy Road shaped one, and there's the HM series. There's a lot. They kind of did all. There's even a 335, the HB35, the 335 copy that's black, red, and there's a lot of them in acoustics as well. The festival series. So I'm just sitting there going, I don't want to end up stuck in the situation of going, I need to buy all of them, and I'll never see another one again. They're just not common enough. I've not even seen any of them for sale for a couple of years on eBay. I haven't looked just now. I bet you if you type it in just now, there'll be one. But you know what I mean. And this is actually one of the guitars I remember from before I played the guitar. In the guitar store in Glasgow, they had one. It was 250 quid. And I remember it was the BBR one of these, and I just remember it looked fucking amazing. I was 250 quid, because at the time you could buy a Fender for 250 quid, and you're buying this old scratched, beat up Washburn. How come that's so expensive? And it's like, it's because it's better than the fucking Mexican Fender one, huh? But back in those days, I was thinking, obviously it's Fender and Gibson, they make the best guitars, and but the next best thing's an Epiphone. And a Squire, that's what you want. Not realising that there's miles better guitars out there. You just have to look outside the box a little bit and be willing to accept something that doesn't look exactly like Keith Richards' tele. Not that you're going to play this. I would say this is more a Slipknot tele, actually. It's got a real power to it. Can't remember how you play that one. I also do feel a little bit of guilt with this. Well, with a lot of these guitars, I'll be honest. There's a lot of people who don't have a guitar as good as this, and have been playing for ages, and they've got their, and it's like, and to be honest, it's not in my top 10 of the guitars I've got, and it totally should be. It deserved a lot. Most guitarists would have this guitar, and it would be their best one. Sorry. But I was at the right place at the right time, and as I said, it was the front was smashed up, and I had to do. I fixed it up. Plus, nobody else bought it on eBay. This was an eBay job. But again, it's come down to why have I never changed the pickups in this if I wanted coil splits in it? And the answer is because they sound amazing on the rat pedal, just not so good on clean. But that's just the humbucker thing. Mind you, that's like me saying Les Paul doesn't sound good clean. It doesn't really. It's all right. Yeah, so there you go, another failed attempt at a 10-minute video. Sorry I didn't do the live stream on Sunday. I just didn't. I wasn't feeling. I was dreading it, and it's like, maybe I don't know if is that maybe an alcohol thing because I wasn't going to be drinking Bucky, but I just didn't. I didn't feel like it, and I just feel like I don't really want. Rather than put out something that I wasn't very happy with, I'd rather just. So I'm sorry. I will be back next week, and I'll probably have recovered enough from my Bucky from 2 weeks ago. I'm now the thought of drinking a bottle of Bucky isn't making me feel sick like it has been the last couple of days or the last week. Smashing guitar. Rock on. Like and subscribe if you could. That would be rocking.